There's no such thing as right or wrong. There's only a perspective. And a perspective that either aligns with your desired reality or a perspective that doesn't. Every adversity carries within a seed of positive exchange. I'll say that one more time because that is so fucking important. And the first time I've ever heard that, I remember it really changed my life when I really let it like sink in. Every adversity, every negative situation contains a seed of positive exchange, an equal positive exchange. That means that every time you go through a failure, there is something positive to get from it. And if a failure was this bad, then there's something this positive to get from it. But what I do want you to notice is that it's a seed. It's not like the positive thing just shoots at you. It's a seed. You have to plant it. You have to find it. Sometimes the seed is quite obvious. For example, when you were in school and you failed a fucking test, the seed is obvious, which is like you grab the test, you see what you got wrong, and now you know what to study for for the next exam. Now you know where your shortcomings are at in that class, and if you want to pass it, you can look at that failure as a seed of positive. The seed of positive exchange is literally perfectly equivalent. So if you got a 60%, then you got 40% wrong, which means you have 40% feedback to get from it. It's literally 1-to-1 ratio. Now that's a more obvious exchange, an obvious seed, but what's a more difficult one? Let me give a really crazy example. When I was 19, actually, when I was 16, a lot of shit happened when I was 16. It's almost hard for me to think of a good example. That's why I have this tattoo, because I went through a lot when I was 16. But I guess one thing that happened is I had a skateboarding accident. And I almost died. It was really, really bad. And I'm going down these hills in San Francisco, where I'm from. And I remember waking up and just being like, what the fuck happened? And my friend's shaking me, and he's like, Sergio, you ate shit. And I'm like, what do you mean I ate shit? He's like, you fucking fell. We were skateboarding. And in my mind, I'm so confused. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. But I try to get up, and I can't. And I just start screaming, and I feel all this pain. I thought I broke my back. Long story short, I didn't break my back, but I broke a lot of shit. And I had like a 1-month recovery. And for a lot of people, it looks like I just ate shit, adversity, horrible moment. It fucked up my year a lot because it was literally right at the finals week of my high school, of my senior year. Junior year. So it wasn't just that I had a concussion and that sucked and my life felt shitty for like a month. But it was literally when I had to study, and it made my test horrible. I didn't fail it, but I felt very stupid. Like literally, the concussion made me like slow. Okay, so that's a very negative situation, right? Wrong. No such thing as negative or positive. There's no such thing as right or wrong. I want you guys to view right or wrong as they're like subjective terms, and it's just aligned to your reality. So for example, is this a right or a wrong thing that I did, the skateboarding thing? You could argue it was right. Why? Because that lesson is what I needed to stop skateboarding. And now I don't do it. And guess what? I'm alive and I'm 26 years old, right? So maybe if it wasn't for that moment, maybe if I never fell that day, I would have kept skateboarding, and then I would have fucking died. Who knows? Like I would have crashed a different time, but it would have been worse. Everything you've ever been through, every negative, is just like this. It's just like this. Wait. So ask yourself, what is something you've been through that's negative? What is that seed of positive, equivalent positive exchange, and how can you find it, and how can you start to use that? And then you start to realize there is no such thing as negative or positive, because everything has positive within. And this is the secret to success. Because to give you guys exactly why people fucking never succeed and just start going downhill in life is when they go through adversity, they don't grab the positive exchange from it. So it does become something wrong. It does become a failure. It's your decision whether that thing that happened to you is a failure or not. It's your decision. So when someone like fucking, I don't know, gets fired from their job because they get laid off or whatever, now they're in a bad mood, they feel like shit, they're talking bad to their spouse, then their spouse leaves them, and now they're even feeling more shitty. Now they're at the bar and they become an alcoholic. And now that they're an alcoholic, they hang out with alcoholic friends, and now they fucking start doing heroin one day. Who fucking knows, right? This is how it works. This is how negative, it's called negative rhythm. This is how it starts. But guess what? Positive rhythm exists. And the goal of life is, I mean, in my opinion, once again, there's nothing right or wrong. There's just life and what you fucking make of it. In my opinion, you should try to get positive momentum. Why not? Why not? Do you want to be a fucking loser? Do you want to just live your life in pain and sorrow and frustration and downhill? Or do you want to like rise up and do positive stuff? For example, when I went through that traumatic skateboarding experience, I stopped skateboarding. I stopped smoking so much weed because I was super fucking high that day. Next thing you know, I'm passing my classes. Next thing you know, I got in good shape because I guess I felt good from not smoking weed. After that, I landed a girlfriend. That was great. After that, I went to a good college with my friends. I felt great about it. Positive, positive, positive. After that, I got into self-improvement. After that, I got into dating and pickup. And now I'm a full-time online coach here in Miami, living my fucking life, dude. Doing whatever I want. All because I didn't look at adversity as failure. Instead, I looked for the positive seed and I grew from it. If you want to work with me one-on-one, link is in my description. That's all for this video. We'll talk soon, guys. Peace.